Quite a few years ago, we met Chad Calek'S. He is the greatest paranormal documentary filmmaker there is. It's unbelievable, and his life story is pretty unbelievable. And when Chad writes me and tells me, hey dude, we're coming to San Diego, and I have the definitive proof that ghosts are real, I go, what? Excuse me?
Huh?
Like, huh?
I heard just the trailer, and I just pulled my chair up behind him. And then next thing you know, Thor pulls his chair up, and it's a lengthy trailer, and we were glued. And now all I'm left with is, what is this footage that you guys are talking about? Because just from the trailer alone, like, mind blow. Mind blow. What is this footage? What is this footage? What is this footage? Blow. What?
What was that? What was that?
No! Oh my god!
That was a ghost, Debbie! Oh god!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Dude. You know, and they're right. It's like a whoops.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Like, you don't know, like, there's no way when you see it, and then the film just gets into it, and you're like, well, you know, that is what it is. And you see, it's just amazing.
Definitely irrefutable evidence. I knew to expect it, but it was a complete shock.
Something that you always think about and you hear about, but you never actually see. And to actually see it was amazing.
The first time you see it pop up, it's startling. Like you feel it.
Very intriguing, compelling, and the world needs to see this.
I can't put it into words because it's hard to describe. It was mind-blowing, I can say that.
Oh!
Dude, that's crazy! That is scary as all crap.
I was expecting the typical TV, like, little shadow or something. My heart dropped. It was unreal. Unbelievable. I was absolutely shocked. I knew it was going to be good, but I did not expect it to be that good.
I looked for every angle I could think of that might have been some kind of fakery or, you know, CGI, and they, I think, covered every aspect that you could think of that makes it real. Sir Noface is absolutely real.
I wasn't expecting there to be that clear of an apparition, but I was really blown away by what I saw, especially when they showed the slow motion and the close-up.
I want proof, and I gotta say that it was pretty much proof.
I was stunned. It was better than what I had anticipated, actually. It was to have that full 3D image of something that you always knew existed but didn't have any definitive proof for.
When I actually saw the Sir Noface, I was like, my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe it. My heart stopped.
I have no words. It's very shocking, and I've never seen anything like that.
I was a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited somebody's finally caught it for real.
And I tell you what, if you haven't seen it yet, you need to get out and see it because it is absolutely amazing.
I'm a skeptic. I came here because my wife and my son are both firm believers in the paranormal. So it was great to come out here with them, and I was, you know, trying not to poo-poo the whole thing. However, I gotta say, there's really no explanation that I can see for what I saw in the film.
It was great to see that, you know, something that you always believed was real.
It took my breath away. I almost brought tears to my eyes. It took my breath away.
Everything that happened in it, it was kind of, you just couldn't keep your eyes away from it.
This was a ghost. It was not human.
There was no way to make
There's no way it could be human at all. It was very convincing.
It was convincing because it was real.
I consider myself a skeptic, and I think that you know, they reasonably debunked everything that I thought it possibly could have been, especially the CGI aspect. I don't have an explanation for it. I believe it was something from other than this world.
Scared me shitless. I saw that and I was like, fuck. Fuck. That's the only thing that went through my mind.
Yeah, this is something you go into expecting one thing and you leave knowing a completely different reality.
After seeing the footage, I definitely believe ghosts are real now, for sure.
The best evidence I've ever seen when it came to ghost hunting. I've never seen anything like it.
I've seen a lot of Chad Calek'S work, and that's exactly what I was waiting for, is to see that on film.
The bottom line is, people will see when they see this movie, Craig and his team captured a ghost.
period. The debate's over.
I'm convinced. Please come back, man. Thank you
I would
so
love
much.
to come
What a
back.
pleasure, man.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Chad and the Paranormal Tour.
I've never seen anything like that in my life, so.
Realistically real. That's that.
Yeah,
it was
that's it.
amazingly real.
It was real. It was definitely real.
I don't think I've been ever more scared than I was seeing just the body and the face. Oh my gosh, the face.
Mind blowing. Love this kind of stuff, and the way he sets it up, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, if you're not a believer, watch this movie, you soon will be.
You want to see Sir Noface?
He has a unique way of telling stories on stage, and when you watch it in film, it's even that much more real. It's that much more intense. It's like he just lets you walk into his world.
6 hours ago, a guy that I befriended about a year ago named Craig Powell sent me several pieces of film of events, strange things that he captured. The reason I'm so tired right now is because I have watched this footage for 6 hours straight. Either Craig and his team have pulled off one of the most advanced, complex hoaxes that the paranormal field has ever known, or the footage that I'm looking at. If this footage is real, and I will find out if it is, then Craig has definitively proven that ghosts exist.
You believe in ghosts?
I believe that there is strange stuff out there. Whether you want to call it a ghost, a spirit, I don't know what they are. That's what we're trying to figure out.
So whether you believe it or you're a skeptic, when spooky things happen, who are you going to call? This guy, Ghost Hunter Craig Powell from Western Sydney Paranormal Research. G'day, Craig.
On February 22nd, 2013, the Australian government emailed civilian Craig Powell with an unusual request.
So you're out there debunking ghost claims?
Well, we try to. We always look for a rational explanation before we look into the paranormal stuff.
Due to countless ghost sightings reported on the government-owned grounds of Sydney Harbour's Cockatoo Island, Powell was offered unlimited, around-the-clock access to the island in order to conduct an extensive paranormal investigation to determine if past claims of paranormal activity could be discounted or substantiated.
I need to be in that situation. I need to be there. I need to know the surrounding environment. What we need to do is we need to be on site and we need to have a look at it properly for ourselves.
Interested in the paranormal claims and aware of Cockatoo Island's dark past as a convict prison, Powell accepted the offer to lead his team in what would become the first paranormal investigation in history to be officially sanctioned by the Australian government.
What we're trying to do is figure out what it is, why it's happening, how it happens, why some people see it, why some people don't see it.
The WSPR investigation would last nearly 2 years, in which the activity experienced and the evidence captured would change the lives of all involved forever. As Powell and his team were unaware from the onset of the investigation that someone, something, an entity was waiting for them.
Same things, but it was at exactly the same time. Oh, fuck! Jesus Christ!
An entity that allowed its voice to be heard. An entity that would reveal its own name. An entity that on countless occasions allowed its unique abilities to be filmed.
Oh, shit! Thanks, sir! That was awesome, man. That was really bright.
There were no shadows. It didn't cast shadows when it flashed. It's one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen with my own eyes.
And before the investigation came to a close, this entity did something completely unexpected. From only feet in front of a recording camera, the entity decided to show Craig and his team exactly what a ghost really looks like.
The camera was actually sitting in this far corner, and just out through the door there is where the footage came from.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
What did you experience at Cockatoo Island?
I witnessed the lights.
You witnessed the lights?
Yes.
Okay, so you're
From the start.
telling me that you and a bunch of people sat in a room with no power, and
That's
the
correct.
room was lighting up?
Yes.
Okay. So essentially, when you say that I feel like I had a connection, you're talking about like you feel like you met a spirit out there and you formed a bond of some kind.
Yes.
Okay. You do understand this sounds fucking crazy.
To everybody else, I don't really care.
Do you believe this is a ghost doing this?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have zero fraction of doubt in your mind.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the team?
5 years.
So you know these guys well?
Yeah, I know them really well. I know them really well. Too well.
No chance anybody on your team faked it?
If I ever believe that one of our team members faked it, I'll throw them off the fucking balcony.
Really?
Nah. Why would we go out and do that?
Are you guys paid?
No.
Would you guys like to get paid?
Well, it'd be nice.
Sure. There's just so many reasons to hoax. There's so many reasons to hoax.
Give me a good one.
Make your life better.
Why?
It could bring fame, fortune.
And look, and it could, but you know, there's been times where our kids have missed out on stuff because we've put money in towards Whisper. We can't go on holidays because we've got
all
Whisper.
great reasons to hoax.
No, but this just goes to, yeah, it could be, but you know, we all have our paid jobs and then there's the love job.
What do you think's on that film?
I think it's the spirit of someone.
My neighbor is the best software animator. He is the guy that's hired to create Transformers. As one of the elite animators working in Hollywood today, Patterson specializes in computer-generated imagery, also known as CGI. Routinely hired as a senior animator on major studio feature films with budgets in excess of $100 million, Patterson's understanding and ability to digitally manipulate film is amongst the best in the world. Here's a few examples of films you may know that feature Patterson's CGI work and abilities.
There were many changes. Some you could see, some you couldn't. Hair had started growing in all sorts of places.
So he can take that footage, and he can tell me without a shadow of a fucking doubt if that has been fucked with, if it's fake or anything else.
Do you know what? I've been waiting for someone to say that, man, because I don't have the ability to do that myself.
I do.
Well, let's do it.
Don't fret, precious, I'm here. Step away from the window and go back to sleep.
You have a team full of people who are almost near tears saying the whole experience changed their life.
If they're all lying, they have fucking Marlon Brando acting skills. You know, I mean, like, everything you're taught as a team, right? As a ghost hunter, they did everything right. And the reason you're taught these things is because these things, if you film something like that, the protocol will lead you to proof and not evidence. These guys followed the protocol. This is the most definitive ghost evidence and ghost case that will ever be presented. There is nothing else I could think of that even compares to this.